Gotta cock that shit, son.
You're not gonna wear it TI style? Well, guess what? I think we're here. I think we need to go ahead and start this thing, Killer.
All right.
All right, then. Welcome to the Hip Hop Digest Show by way of GRYSKL. It's your man.
Gotta cock that shit, son.
What
about your boy Kurt?
You're not gonna wear it TI style?
Yo,
I think we have a delay, but it's okay. Is E Green here?
Yeah, we got a serious delay going on.
Killer, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Run it back.
I didn't get the thing.
They say you're recording live.
Yeah. So, all right, you just tell me when to start, and I'll start it. Welcome to the Hip Hop Digest Show. It's your man, DJ King Killer. Oh, wait a minute, by way of GRYSKL.
Oh, and don't forget about your boy Kurt G.
And of course, it's E Green, and you heard what that man said. It's the takeover here at GRYSKL. We sit here looking at these members of this hip hop conglomerate. What's going on, gentlemen?
What's good?
What's goody?
peace. Yo, peace. Glad to be here.
Peace.
Yeah, so we're here tonight to give our opinions on some work that you guys did recently, right? And you know, we'll check it out. And we're gonna go, I guess, track by track. We'll give a little feedback, and you know, we'll do it how we do it and see what happens.
Love it, man. We're looking forward to the feedback, man. We appreciate y'all as kind of the grandfathers of GRYSKL. In a sense, you guys brought us together in a lot of ways. The five of us met through y'all, and we ain't never gonna forget it. So this is the first full circle moment for us. Our third project together is GRYSKL, led by one of the co-leads, Q, aka Media Pimp. He's got this project produced by Bobby Fischer named Not Checkers. Project features quite a few members of the crew, along with Scam, Aida, and Theory MC, the members of the crew that are on it. Al Backwards, Zoe the Instrument Being, and Digest Fam knows when to dial well. So you're gonna get a chance to hear somebody from the Digest Fam already. And then also thanks to Kurt G. I mean, Kurt G's a member of GRYSKL, so I mean, this is a monumentous evening for us.
I'm working my way up.
Man, you got three remixes in the can for us that are just changing the world for us. My wife and I almost broke our necks driving up the highway today to get major.
I just knocked another one out today, actually.
Word,
you go.
Man.
That Get It joint.
Word, oh, that's love. I just sent it to you this morning, didn't I?
Yeah, I knocked that joint out already.
I was trying to hold that as a surprise for Kareem.
But yeah,
yeah, bro. More surprises coming, man. I haven't told anybody the other conversations we haven't yet, man.
So. Yeah, I told y'all niggas how I like to work. Just give me the vocals, and I can work with that.
Loud and clear. Got it.
What's up, Clem? I see you over there.
Muted, man.
Put him on the spot.
Yeah, I did.
Getting called out. He just
what's going on, brother?
Sheep for not paying his royalties.
I know.
Yeah, she's trying to hide his jet today in the dark over there, but it's all good. It's all good.
So the man of the hour tonight is Q, aka Media Pimp. That's the co-leader GRYSKL. Q, I'll let you speak, man. I know you wanted to go ahead and give a heads up on the project. Maybe give us a little synopsis, man.
Not really, but you know, but gotta also give props to Keiko, who kind of popped in at the last minute, like came through in 15 minutes of me, you know, hitting her up about being on one of the songs, and she came through like that, and her voice is on the song Movement. So just wanted to make sure she got her props for that.
Okay.
My bad. Thank you. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Keiko.
Yeah. So yeah, this is Not Checkers. This project started in a weird way. Like I'd done a couple songs with Bobby Fischer, or popped up on a couple of songs with Bobby Fischer beats. One was Tuck Frump, which was kind of an accident because me and she both submitted a verse at the same time or around the same time on the same day for what is it called? Something Saturdays.
Serve them up Saturdays.
Yeah, and that became a song because it was in the same, realm. And then also We the Evil. So after he was posting those Serve 'em Up Saturdays, and then I want the first beat on the project, Lifelines, was what made me decide I wanted to do a full project with him. But this wasn't the project I wanted to do. I actually asked him for trap beats. I wanted him to get outside of his comfort zone, and I wanted to do something a little different. And after some talking, he was like, "Word." And then maybe a week or two later, he came back. He was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna do that." And gave me some started giving me some other beats, and then we chose from those and kind of went from there. So it became what it is now.
And I'm sorry, can you re-say all the folks that are on the album? It's all. I know it's not all of you, but most of you, right?
Yeah, it's my man Scam, Aida, Theory MC, Wonder Dial, Keiko, Al Backwards, and Zoe the Instrument.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Pretty full feature list.
And did you guys have a like when this album was or the EP was being created, did you have like an idea where you were going with it, or did you guys just hear the music and got to it and it just happened to be made?
So yeah, there was the original concept was really loose, like just hip hop, like no real anything. But then as it went on, and I decided to title it not Checkers. Things started kind of falling in line that way. So it became a kind of a journey, but a journey made in a way that if you don't care about the layers and shit, you can just listen to it. You know what I mean? And it could just be either background music or just a hip hop joint. But if you actually listen to the sequence of songs and listen to my verses in sequence, you'll actually hear that there's a story there. So,
well, then without further ado, I say we should just go ahead and get into it.
I mean, I hope we can still be cool after this review.
Look,
And I think
whether you like it or
another
not,
thing that's
Well, as everybody knows, one of our first and foremost mantra is no fronting allowed. No fronting allowed. So we don't want nobody fronting to us, and we have no intentions of, no matter who you are. You could be my brother, which you all are, a cousin, or somebody I don't even know. But when we hear it, we're going to give our opinion, and the value of our opinion goes to those who take it. Feel me? So let's go.
Sorry, were you about to say something?
Well, I was just gonna say I feel bad saying it now because they just said we're about to give raw opinions. I'm like, oh shit, this sounds like I'm about to try a scapegoat. But the truth is, this project is not GRYSKL led. This is completely led by Q. It's his mastermind and behind this. He orchestrated every bit of this, and he did it so masterfully that I want to make sure that he gets his credit for his work, because he set a new template for us, not only in how he put together the album, but also in his sales strategy and his rollout strategy for this. So he deserves a lot of credit for what he's put in on this. It's way more than the album to us.
All right.
There it is. Yes, sir.
Word. All right. So track number 1, Lifelines, Family Matters. Taught me aggression, my mother taught me self-defense. Teachers gave me the lessons, life forced me to learn and use my senseless practice and action, a natural reaction to existence. And volatility mixed in with innocence, stripped. Childhood was dope though, like the substance I sold or smoked, hold and choke. Like mom would dad would grab and hold her throat. I learned a lot from watching and unsuccessfully stopping. And later the conversations were sorta light and my hatred like this complicated. A simple factual statement, of course, there's always someone that'll have to debate it, which became apparent when I grew up and I became a parent, providing guidance they didn't like, and they became errant. The vicious cycle, learn as I live was my key to survival. My existence was different, not less on arrival, which is true for most. It's easy to miss when you wallow. But like my father before me, I find my truth in the bottle, hollow, drowning in sorrow, or high as a rocket. Questions coming back to the music, I'm thinking maybe I got this. It took a lot for me to get here, but I'm glad that I made it and feel safe to share.
And GRYSKL is the battery that's been keeping me moving and speaking my truth through music, congruent with fluid movement, using lines from my life while I'm climbing sanity's ladder, which I thought was shattered. This is proof that family matters. With corrupted memory and a bank that's been emptied, I'm able to say I'm thankful for a crew that's been patient with me. Not easy by any stretch, the struggles made me a wretch, and the hustle of making music is nothing short of a test of fortitude. It's also a dream in motion, where solitude exposes how lonely the scenic road is. But growth is tough at such an advanced age, so being open to change means I'm expanding my range. To many, I'm looking strange as I sacrifice my stability. Wasn't full of your choices, I broke and lost ability. That means mistakes were made, decision making the blame. I may be a victim, but for my sake, I'm taming my rage. Taking aim and staying focused on forward movement, to open gateways and continue to work towards more improvement. I believe they call it self-care, but fuck a label. This is my great space where I'm able to speak with freedom. With GRYSKL, that's the battery that's been keeping me moving and speaking my truth through music, congruent with fluid movement, using lines from my life while I'm climbing sanity's ladder, which I thought was shattered. This is proof that family matters. GRYSKL, that's the battery that's been keeping me moving and speaking my truth through music, congruent with fluid movement, using lines from my life while I'm climbing sanity's ladder, which I thought was shattered. This is proof that family matters. Dragon's pitchfork, one to dial, so the instrument being Demond Deshawn, T-Bear 183, Tobias Black, Mid School, Al Backwards, Bobby Fischer, P Homegrown, Another Kin Show, we're ballin', and we're still growing. Peace, love y'all.
All right.
So go ahead, Kurt. You want to jump in there? I saw you get up to the mic real quick.
Oh, I was just jumping up, getting ready to say something.
There it is.
All right. Name of the cut again?
Lifelines. Family.
Lifelines. Okay.
Family matters.
Family Matters, Lifeline. All right. The track, I thought it was a bit, I don't know, it was like a lot of noise going on in the track. And so it was like covering up your voice a lot. So I was trying to get into your lyrics and hearing what you were saying, because you said that it all connects together. So I'm trying to connect the story from beginning to end. Right. So like I said, the beat had a lot of noise going on, so it was covering up your voice a little bit on that. But other than that, I mean, what you're saying in the story and everything, I'm just waiting for the next part of the story. So track one, I'll give you a passing grade on track one.
As far as me, it's killer. I thought the beat was frequency. The frequency of the track was too dense, because you have a lot, you're saying a lot, and there's not enough space in the track that allows your vocals to breathe.
Right.
So the track is just boom, 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 but your lyrics are kind of like boom, 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 on the same frequency. So it makes it difficult for you. I think you would do well for sparse track, because you're saying a lot. But people can't get to the lyrics because they have to go around the track to get to the lyrics. So I couldn't give it a passing grade because of that, and I'm sensitive, and Kurt G will tell you, we sit in here all day arguing about frequencies and what cuts through. The bass should be louder or softer, and all of that. So yeah, I'm really sensitive to that. Now, it's not that, again, I'm like Kurt G as well. I'm going to put the story together, since we're going to go through the whole track. But it's the first track. The track itself, I couldn't even rate the lyrics, because I guess I couldn't get around to the lyrics for the track.
Right.
Well, I'm just going to sum it up, because they both of them probably said, I'm not a producer by any stretch of imagination. Those guys are. I'm a listener. And as you said before we started listening, that there's a story throughout the album. And honestly, again, as a listener, I enjoyed the track, right? But I was trying hard to pay attention to the full story of what you were saying or what was being said. I definitely heard the part about, I think it was something about alcohol or something like that, bringing a bottle through and stuff like that. But it was hard to grasp exactly what you were saying. I had to I was fighting between the music and what you were saying.
Right.
And I really wanted to hear what's being said, because it sounded like it was some real life stuff, right? Because I can tell it's mature material, right? And I need to hear that. So I don't know if it's again, no production skills whatsoever, but I don't know if it's bringing the music back or turning the vocals up, but we just need to hear more of the artist than the music for that.
Yeah, no doubt.
But it passes. It passes, but because I want to hear what's being said.
Word.
But you fucked up because you told us that you were telling a story from beginning to end. So now we're trying to hear the story.
Good luck on it, because. So we moving on to the next one?
Yes, sir.
All right, so the next one is called If It Fits, featuring Scam and Aida.
Pen in my hand, sit me on the red dragon. I start flying through the lines, flames coming out my lands, dancing with Cthulhu. Before battling Goku, collaborations are pain in the asses. I'm back to solo mode. You wanna know who I'm talking about? It ain't worth talking about, y'all. Stuck in your ways, I'm away from home trying to knock shit out. That running mouth that have you gassing out till your ass is out of ideas. Trying to figure out what we all laughing about. Haha, you can't FOMO a refugee with pedigrees. Y'all can stand for whatever you want, cause we ain't taking these. You don't get nowhere like that when you too locked in. But when you too open, you frozen from all the options. Fuck a top 10, I don't listen none of you, no way. No questions, so drop the bang or whatever. That shit was okay, by the way. This'll probably be the only proof that I was here. Cause every year this ripping reality makes a bigger tear. Look ahead, these defects ain't a gimmick. I done lived it 20 times over. Rose from the tomb of the unknown soldier in a time loop. Destined to repeat the same mistakes in a time loop. So when I repeat, ain't no mistake. All the talk behind the back, don't hear that. You want me to see what you out there, where that? No thoughts of missing out, don't fear that. Something else is a better fit, the bitch, where that? Where that? Tight though, where that? Bitch, you want me to see what you out there, where that? See it? Where that? Where that? Something else is a better fit, the bitch, where that?
If the shoe fits, wear it, but alligators expensive. Can't afford the skins, gotta pray for some PSN glitch. Kinda game that crash and the players delete the friendship. This kinda game is hack and the prey will leave you defenseless. I see a lot of men with bitch in him. He don't use logic over his feelings, emotions govern his decisions. He should really lead in the videos where they tip drilling. Borrow my bikinis and tuck the penis, you sick vixen. Mystics him, catch a tricks will rap like a brick flipping. No ski mask, got no fucks to give if a bitch snitching. I don't want the throne, give me all the stones when the shit glisten. When you see the jewels on my dome, just know that the shit wisdom. This is how a god look, mystical and powerful, writing just in every component, spiritual by the book. She don't have a clue, reproduce with her shit, you out of luck. You could dress a fool in a suit for work, but it's not enough.
All the talk behind the back, don't hear what that. You say? You want me to see what you out there, where that? No thoughts of missing out, don't fear that. Something else is a better fit, the bitch, where that?
You should try it.
Where that?
You might not like
Where
it,
that? You want me to see what you out there, where that? Where that?
I thought you'd be standing on business.
Something else is a better fit, the bitch, where
I
that?
stand taller than the pedestal you made for your favorites. If y'all are claiming to be Goliaths, I'm hanging with Davids. I'm out here gracefully aging, perfecting my craft in the process while politicking with scholars, but that ain't making me famous. That simply ain't what the aim is. I'm focused on growing business, transcending lower level arrangements. I'm so indignant, bringing spatial awareness to those not socially conscious by way of verbal aggression backed by impeccable cadence. I know it's confusing the way I'm using conflicting natures. I call it balance, silence and fallacy with pen and paper, or digital scriptures updated to render opponents speechless with the hope of the 44th for the immunity and the leeches. That's both a bug and a feature of the code from my birth embedded. A product of abuse and grooming with love, survival's instinctive, I get it. I'm not the average as I can unpack my baggage and hand deliver the lessons while keeping my knuckles stainless. I hit these breaks as graceful as Rocky with the heart of Adonis. If you think I'm taking a beat and pay attention cause it's the solace, I'm patient, zero in on the target and focus on insight. Either teachings are taken or you remain aimless and embrace the dim light.
All right, I'm gonna go first this time.
All right.
And this one was even more so music up. And I closed my eyes and tried to black everything else out so I could hear the lyrics. It was harder this time, except for during the breaks. Like there were some breaks, and it was very obvious. I could hear clearly what they were saying, but it was very hard that time to keep up with the story, what was going on in the rhymes for me.
All right. Yeah. I guess I'm not. Well, let me say this. I guess it's interesting because having done and producing for a long time, I think probably what the overall project's going to suffer from, I think, is kind of inconsistent mixing. But that particular track, the first two MCs, they were blessed with the voice. Okay, and their voice cut through. And the first MC, he really was really in the pocket, and his voice really cut through. So even though I thought the mix wasn't good on the track, but you could tell. And then the young lady, herself. The third MC, I'm assuming is the person whose project that is. Again, very dense, squeezing a lot of words into sort of like a small space. Again, it's because most MCs, and these are like what I call super MCs, and people who got a whole bunch to say, you really have to put them on sparse tracks. You really, because you got to give them, they got a lot to say, so they're going to need room to say it. Overall, I think just the mix was bad, but the first MC, he had the voice, and his pocket presence was probably the best on the track, followed by the next MC. Pretty good pocket presence. The third MC kind of didn't have pocket presence because he's saying a lot. So that's how I see that track. I'm still probably, I'm gonna give it, it's middle grade. I give it a C, but that I think it's suffering from the mix, overall mix itself.
Word.
That's funny. Because when I listen to that shit, oh, this motherfucker's hot. That's what I was hearing. I was not gonna lie on that one. I was like, okay, this one right here, I felt the beat, and I thought that time, especially the first day, he was on his Bun B shit.
Yeah,
the first kid was on his Bun B.
Yeah, no. Well, let me say this. I will say that compared to the first track, this beat was much hotter. It was a much better beat, But I guess I kind of get stuck into the, in the mix mode at that point. So yes, I agree with Kurt G. The beat itself was much better than the first one. So, but it's like, again, I give it a C, but I got to grade that, from the mix standpoint.
All right. Well, giving letter grades, I'm gonna get that one a B plus.
All right.
Word. All right. Next.
All right.
Find out.
Q, aka Media Pimp. Yeah, Bobby, you crazy for this one. Check. Let's go. It's unhealthy to have an ego bigger than your capability. I try to keep it light, but we can do away with civility. I can hear the subliminal and see the hate in the messages. I embrace it with love and demonstrate how this is effortless. I might hold back a little, maybe a lot. No need to reduce the little bit of confidence that you've got. I respect it, maybe even admire the audacity, but this ain't even light work or proof of my capacity to show to the weight of greatness. If you listen, there's no mistaking. I'm taking it easy while waiting for your talent to awaken. Before this shit is taken serious, I'ma peep the demeanor while you're spitting your little rhymes sounding like you have emphysema. Breathe easy. I prefer to encourage you to take the shot, and I can move a little closer to show you that this is not an easy target to hit from a distance up in your face. I'll even sweeten the offer with sentences you can take for your pursuit of a future in which you can be as great. Now try to stop biting the hand that puts some food up on your plate. And great. Let me get back to the focus. If you think you can afford to act tough, I'm built to notice. I'm breaking your paper mason, raising fabrications of clout. This is blunt force trauma, nigga. Fuck around and.
That's a short.
Shorty.
Now we talking.
Exactly. That one there,
That's how you drive this car.
That one there was everything was right about that one.
So
yes, sir.
I'll say yes. Now see that one, much better pocket presence. Much better pocket presence. Can sort of hit much more hitting and sticking. I still think the producer is taking a lot of liberties with those frequencies. But the overall, and not because the track was short, but just overall, I thought he was hitting that a little better. than the previous 2 tracks. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out a B. I'm going to get out a solid B.
Well, I can appreciate that one because I could actually like hear everything he was saying, and I could still hear the music because I was thinking in my mind like, damn, that sound like they part of the Wu-Tang family. There's a whole little Wu-Tang thing going on there. But I heard what he was saying, and that, as a listener, that's important to me. Unless I want to listen to an instrumental album, if somebody's rapping, I want to hear them. I want to hear what they're saying. And like they said, he was in the pocket. I heard him clearly. I liked it. I liked the sound. That is definitely a strong B for me.
But that one's getting an A from me because like I said, that brought everything from mix to the lyrics to the beat to me. For me, everything was straight on that one. So I'm giving that one a solid A.
Word. All right. Next one is excuse me, Movement featuring Theory MC, Wonder Dial, and Keiko. Did I say the title? Movement?
Yes.
Movement, yes.
Sir.
It's easy to target your hate, or claim that you are what you ain't. It's harder to author bars that expose the flaws in your paint. But I practice the art of catharsis, the process lightens the load. Otherwise I just bottle, and stress is tight in the hold. I traveled that road, and lost a part of my soul. The battle of getting back to myself, elusive and cold. If it's lonely at the top, the bottom's a pit of despair. The goal is to live in the center, and I think that I'm almost there, or maybe not. But why refuse the delusion? If it's keeping me on my feet, I prefer to keep the illusion rather than disillusion. Bitter, broken, defeated, exposed chip on my shoulder like all of my clothes are sleeveless. A repeat of the sequence that led to losing most of my genius. Now a semi-reformed reclusive, aloof of human malfeasance. I wanna believe that people are decent but struggle to drop. Wanna release my hatred of recent but struggle to stop. It's slow moving, but I'm working through it. I have the support of my people in the beautiful music movement. It keeps me honest. While I'm working through it, I need the support of my people in this beautiful music movement. It's slow moving, but I'm working through it. I have the support of my people in the beautiful music movement. It keeps me honest. While I'm working through it, I need the support of my people in this beautiful music.
Please understand that Theory leads with his heart. He makes beautiful music and movements that set him apart. Any tempo or style is mental, can't even be charted. So don't let your homies gas you up, cause that may be a shark. Get the picture? That shit in your pants when I quote this scripture. The light of my ideas shine brighter than bulbs and fixtures. I've never been a work of fiction, just kept in the dark by individuals whose thoughts reflect that of the stars. But he's original, pivotal, criminal, still in your spotlight. A citadel, serenity, peace, wisdom. And I rhyme nice, but on occasion I get brazy and the flow cold as dry ice. Got me wondering what your bitch would do for a Klondike. That's not godlike. My mind spliced between right fire and I tried. In hindsight, it's probably why I ain't recognized. That's my plight. Life is the school of hard knocks, and there's no skipping class, or you'll get held back like pouring a bottle of molasses.
It's slow moving, but I'm working through it. I have the support of my people in the beautiful music movement. It keeps me honest. While I'm working through it, I need the support of my people in this beautiful music movement. It's slow moving, but I'm working through it. I have the support of my people in the beautiful music movement. It keeps me honest. While I'm working through it, I need the support of my people in this beautiful music.
Many day, many nights, sitting at the table, I smile and get perception. My mental state is stable in session. Recollection, focus on self-reflection. Third quarter of 2020 has slipped into slight depression. Reason why? That July had a positive test. COVID had me so sick, was scared to leave my rest. 3 weeks, slept on an air mattress. No lies, was afraid to close my eyes. Mentally paralyzed, linked with these guys. Egos aside, honest and humble, build bridges to healthy space. The walls begin to crumble, disclaimer. To find peace of mind for which I'm searching, no stranger to issues and anger within my person as synergy stacked. Learn to breathe and relax. Had to detach from at once the energy match. As I grow more, become more fluent, my mind proving. Now I know that slow-mo still positive movement.
It's slow moving, but I'm working through it. I have the support of my people in the beautiful music movement. It keeps me honest. While I'm working through it, I need the support of my people in this beautiful music movement. It's slow moving, but I'm working through it. I had the support of my people in the beautiful music movement. It keeps me honest. While I'm working through it, I need the support of my people in this beautiful music.
I just keep on moving, it's what I do, I gotta move. I just keep on moving, it's what I need, it's my remedy. I just keep on moving, it's what I do, I gotta move. I just keep on moving, it's what I need, it's my remedy.
All right. Now, he was talking about Wu-Tang on that last one, but that one right there, I could definitely hear Ray and Ghost on that one. That track is crazy.
Yeah.
Definitely crazy. And I said the first vocals you should turn yourself up on that one. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever the first MC was on that he, woo, boy. Well, really, I'm sorry, damn, I'm all up in your space, G.
It's all right, B.
Business as usual.
Yeah, exactly. We step on each other all the time. At least I do. Step on niggas all the time while they're talking. But yeah, that track right there, I'm gonna go ahead and get it out the way then, because that's another A for me. I like that one a lot.
For me, that was an A. The first MC, again, hitting and sticking. So everybody actually on that track, again, better mixed, or at least maybe the frequencies didn't get in the way, because you definitely could hear the lyrics, the story about COVID, all of that. So you could definitely hear that through and through. So I'm gonna go ahead and be like G on that. That was probably the overall best track so far that I heard. That's an A.
And I'm gonna bring it on around, bring it home. Definitely an A. Again, the storytelling was poignant. You get it. If you are a grown man, I'll say. I don't know if young cats would understand some of the stuff that was being said in there, but as a grown man and dealing with some of the stuff, we all had to deal with that stuff.
Hell yeah.
So it's understandable. And the track was great. Yeah, so far that's a nice build up. And as I'm listening to the music and the lyrics, I'm saying to myself, yeah, this is I think you said Q in the beginning, or somebody said that it's something that you either gonna have on in the background as music or whatever, or you're gonna whatever. But and that is one that I could see myself, like when I'm doing something, I would definitely be listening to that. That would definitely be playing. And it's not like just noise. I'm listening to it, but it's something like, yeah, I'm into that. I'm into that. So you got a solid A on that one.
Word. All right. Moving on.
Next up.
My bad. We gotta let you know when we go into the next cut.
Yeah. So the next one is Not Checkers, the title track, featuring Al Backwards.
Check. GRYSKL, bitch. Beating dead horses for sport. I mean culture, the mean vulture with caustic retorts that cause fiends to falter the course, alter direction, in which to witness my death is an obsession. So I get to test my weapon collection. Jokes only unless it's not the time to get the stepping hot. Hit the first, cause ain't no space to take a second shot. Get the hearse. My spit's a gift and a curse. When the pen is in grip, it's like I'm sitting on Satan's dirt. These are just vivid imagery gimmicks if you have an imagination. If not, you might need a minute to spot with the C in the sentence. Have some patience, unless you lack the space in that brain casing. In which case, my gift is a vacation at Hades' basement. You're welcome to exit presence or even request forgiveness. I won't give it, but the thought that counts is within it. Speak to Jesus. I'm agnostic. Pontification's a fact to rattle the fiction. Sure, the truth is slothish. It takes time to battle addictions, like cooking crack in the kitchen or striking with Tyson vision. Ignite the mic like the pipe you're hitting to stifle the mission of opposition. Baffled by long division and lack of assistance, cause I was raised to embrace resistance. You ain't ready for chess, I suggest that you stick to checkers. Check.
You can't fathom the chasms of depth. Quiet is kept, I'm a lion at rest. Iron your chest, cavity savagely pried apart the life in the dark. Are we all the same or just meet for the art? I speak in the sparks, reach for the stars and leaving them scarred. My evens are odd, they beefing with God. I'm queen in the pawn and leaving your lawn in total destruction. Yeah, that's inclined to die from what I scribed inside my mind, so mind your business. Only one king can live through this. You ain't ready for chess, I suggest that you stick to checkers. Check.
You can attempt to squeeze blood from a stone. Trust you'll get dust in this feast of famine dysfunction. I'm hunting punishment gluttons. The throne, you can keep it, it's only symbolic. Ain't no need for discussion when I'm seeking clones to demolish with heated paper, lightly flavored with ink from the well of Ebonic. Speech mixed with Bobby beats makes a hell of a tonic. A complicated combination of rage-induced peaceful, dipped in remnants of hate. Take a sip, review your prequel. Leaking brain on an easel to paint my state of aggression. Pain is the weapon used to prove that I see no evil. I assimilate and destroy with the passion that fascists dictate. You keep preaching the choirs as I act at a faster bit rate. You ain't ready for chess, I suggest that you stick to checkers. Checkmate.
Okay. So we're in a groove now. We have found a groove. Yes, sir. Go ahead, Killer. Get in.
Okay. Sequencing, I don't do, or I try, especially like hip hop, I try not to do two medium to same tracks at the same back to back. So I would have been reaching for up tempo. Maybe you don't spit up tempo, and that's fine. I was saying sequencing, if you do similar tracks, you're doing 95, 95, 94, 94, the album can kind of get bogged down. Sometimes you got to wake the person up a little bit. So I would take a little bit off of just for sequencing purposes. I didn't think it was mixed that bad. Definitely you could hear everything. I guess the only criticism I have for this track is I think that Q, and trust me, it's mad people. When you got your pen game up, you're writing a lot, but you're squeezing in a lot of words into, again, I think a smaller space. I had a guy who writes rhymes tells me, like, he'll write a rhyme and then he'll write the same song, but sort of try to thin out the words. Mm-hmm. So he would have more, you could say the same message, but with less words. And he said that's how he writes his rhymes. He writes his rhymes the way it's in his heart, and then he'll write the same record over, but take out the unnecessary words. I just kind of think that I hear you squeezing a lot of words in there. Beat, I don't have a problem with the beat other than the sequencing, and I definitely could hear all the lyrics. I'm gonna give it a C, being honest.
All right. I didn't have no issue with the sequencing and none of that, because like I said, the tempo is the tempo, and the way that you rhyme, it'd probably be kind of hard for you to rhyme that kind of way on an up tempo beat, unless you start double timing or something like that.
Right.
So yeah, I don't have a problem with the sequencing. The track itself, that snare was snapping in there, so I will say that. And like I said, I really didn't have an issue with that one at all. I thought that track was for me. I'm gonna give it a solid B.
And I agree. The last three songs, I believe, have put me in a groove, right? Regardless of the tempo, it fits for what I would use it for. And being able to hear what you're talking about, the subject matter, again, I'm a seasoned man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear a lot of the subject matter that's going on. This subject matter is close to home. You know what I'm saying? I'm not exactly saying it, but the record is saying it, and I relate very well. Good track. I'm gonna give it a B as well.
It's definitely grown man. No doubt about that.
Are we ready to go on to the next one?
We are.
So we're gonna combine the next two because Yahtzee is kind of just like a little interlude to it's an outro to the project, and then the bonus track is the next track after that, which is me and Kareem. And y'all gonna hate this one because I'm completely out of pocket on purpose. So
disclaimers.
matter of fact, I can hear him in his pimp voice. Killer, I'm not talking fast. You listening slow, nigga.
It's just a forewarning, because
Right.
Well, let's run it.
All right, go ahead.
The bonus track is called Tough Love Language, featuring Zoe the Instrument Being.
All right.
Absolutely murders the shit.
All right.
You've been warned.
You've been warned.
Next time on GRYSKL.
Emma Jackson, Q, Zoe. I don't need you to like me, but I bet you respect the craft. If not, I guess I get it. Your opinion is trash, or maybe it's lengthy COVID. Lack of taste, or decades stumps to dive into doo-doo, so your standards erased. If I demand that you manage your damaged attention span, would your mind collapse? Or would your thinking expand? This dude is too brutal with his 20 rhymes in the line attack. If your resistance is Trump advancing, I guess that reasoning tracks. Speaking of facts, we're getting to see as the empire collapses. Televised revolutions due to misfire synapses. I spit fire at Mavericks, claiming to be as cold as Iceman. Dear leader's a stable genius, the Pope is Lucifer's hype man. Which is possible, I guess, though a bit of a stretch. Plus the dummies running the country through a series of Twitter texts and false facts to fit a narrative for the undereducated. I'm talking at you Stevens who love to run with the races. It's not a conversation. To call out the BS of the hateful, demanding respect.
It turns me on. To know I know nothing, command human intellect. It turns me on.
The feeling of inspiration, demanding we connect.
It turns me on. The sight of Babylon burning to the ground. Don't be tricked by the psychops. Do you engage? I do not. The poison is presented as a tool, and you will be left with nothing to do. Convenient for who? Ever wants to be AI robots, happy as can be, with no thoughts, thinking food insecurity, water in its purity? Nope, that wouldn't be goofy. 2025 is a movie. Shoot me, it's screaming. We need direction, a new selection, talent. What if the ocean turned to acid? What if we built the city instead of asses? My health professional is obese. How you sell bombs, profess peace and good people? If you're looking for a lesson, unity is it. We won't need weapons. It turns me on.
To call out the BS of the hateful, demanding respect.
It turns me on. To know I know nothing, command human intellect. It turns me on.
The feeling of inspiration, demanding we connect.
It turns me on. The sight of Babylon burning to the ground.
Pray for Haiti. Pray for Sudan. Abolish ICE. Free Palestine. 8647. All power to the people.
All right, Kurt, go ahead, man.
All right. So that one, you could tell you said he was off the pocket on purpose, out of the pocket on purpose. So now you forewarned me, so I heard that. So I don't even have to say anything about that part. But like you said, Zoe, jeez. Zoe came in on some different shit on that one. Gee. Yeah, he killed that track. And the beat for me, only complaint about the beat is that it turns me on part is like really loud, if that's what she's saying. So that needs to probably come back a little bit. But other than that, I give that track a solid C on that one.
I guess I'll jump in. That to me, with your forewarning, both about the immaculate rapping and yourself being off where you wanted to be, you chose to do that. And I thank you for saying that, because if I would have listened off the break, again, though I'm no producer, I would have been like, something's off. But because you forewarned me, I got it. So it didn't affect me because I knew. I liked the track. I wasn't bothered by the It Turns Me On. I thought it was like, it still was in the same vibe as the other records, but it gave a little something different. It was just a little something different, which is a positive, because if you do an album with the same 95, 98, whatever, people are going to drop off because it'll start to sound like one record. But it maybe that was a punch, like when Kurt mentioned it, that was a punch for me just to make it feel different. And I would give that one a B minus, because I would listen to that for sure. I don't have any like negative or anything critical that I could say about it. I liked it. So go ahead, Killer.
All right. So for me, the message, despite any flow issues, which I think the message was super strong on that. I personally enjoyed that track, and like my brother here, the "Turn Me On" part was too loud. I think just my overall with the whole entire project probably would be mixing more than anything else. But the lyrics and the message on that, to me, I thought that was spectacular. But of course, if you listen to the digest long enough, you know we gonna be opposites on that. So I'm giving that track an A because it's like if I'm mixing that track, I know I'm bringing the kick back. Maybe the snare could snap, the samples bringing it back because that message is so strong to me. I'm putting that up front, but I'm giving that track an A. I like that one.
All right.
So it sounds like overall, and I'm just gonna give my overall right now, fellas. I'm just gonna jump into it, and then we can have a full discussion with artists included. Overall, I would listen to it. I might pass the first three, just to be honest, because I need to hear it. I need to hear what they're saying. So if it could be an engineering thing to change that up, and then I wouldn't skip it. But I need to hear it because, like you said, it's a story, and I don't want to miss part of it and jump in later and hear something and be lost or whatever. So my overall grade for that album or EP would be a B minus because I see the potential, and because of that, and because of the last 4 or 5 songs, it ended strong for me. It didn't start off so good for me, but it ended strong. And I know with a few tweaks, I'd be able to listen straight through. So I'm giving it a B minus as a whole. And yes, I would listen to it again under different engineering circumstances.
Okay. Well, we're going to solid. I'm giving it a straight up solid B, a solid B on that. They said it's just a couple little, it's just minor things to me that could be switched up or changed up in there. And I understand that takes money to send your shit out to get mixed and mastered and all that shit. So you're talking about a bedroom producer, so I understand that game. Like you try to do the best you can on your own. So but if you're doing it on your own, I think the shit is quality. So I'm giving it a B.
All right, that's what's up. I'm gonna be a little more critical because, and like I said, my partner can attest to this. Well, whenever we're putting in the small remixes that we do, or I should say that he does, because he comes over and wants a technical standpoint, I'm rough. I'm tough on that.
Oh yeah, do I know?
I'm tough on that because as much music as I collect, I will not. Even if I'm getting it free, I won't download your project if I think the mix is bad. I just won't do it. So overall, it's always good to hear old dudes like myself, dinosaurs who have a message, okay, and that's always good. But I'm gonna give it a C plus, but that's because I'm super critical on the mix all the time, and I think the bulk of this record's problem actually is not even the MCs. It was the sort of maybe the beats a little, but overall was just a bad mix for me. So I'm giving it a C plus. I'm giving it passing because we need GRYSKL. We need grown men out there putting the craft down. So definitely I'm gonna give y'all a big up for that, and I appreciate that. But doesn't matter even if it's my own music. You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
I
know, nigga. If bring it over here, and my shit barely passed this motherfucking smell test. He'd be like, "Oh man, I know, man. What was you doing with that? What was going on with that? Oh man, I don't want to hear that shit."
So yes, I'm super critical on that. So that's what's up. That's my 2 cents.
So it sounds like from the digest, sounds like a solid B if we average it out. A B plus, a B and a C plus, I think that's going to average out to about a B, which is an listenable album. But you also know that means that if you were selling it, you according to the way we do it, if we like it,
Yeah.
a little rough out there in the streets.
Yeah, everything we like gets turned down.
So let me ask, what is your goal with this EP? What is the plans for it?
As far as what? I mean, it's out, it's done, and it's done.
He said it's out there now. It's in the street.
I mean, as far as like, yes, it's in the street, but like promoting it or how about that?
Oh, so it's been kind of loose. So I've also fallen off a little bit just because of personal shit. So I haven't really been on my game as far as promotion, but part of it is I think Kurt was part of this conversation, but like for me, I was trying to have people, whether good or bad, just say something, post about it. You know what I mean? So I like honesty. I like honest opinions, and I don't care if you like it or not. Like, it's not my concern. It's not my business. You know what I mean? So it's my business, but you know what I mean? It's already out there. So how you interpret it is how you interpret it. You know what I mean? But if you have something to say, if you have a couple minutes, post on your social media, this album is trash, or this album is dope. But you know what I mean? So for me, it's more word of mouth than anything. I don't want to be the front person trying to push my wares. You know what I mean? And there's a reason for that will come to light over time.
Okay. And how about the rest of the members, the ones who participated in the project? Any comment on it, or any comment on our comment? Anything?
Yeah, then fuck y'all old niggas. Anything.
Because we don't care.
My skin is thick. I'll take it. I don't. Fuck you, nigga. You don't know what you're talking about.
Nobody can be worse to us than King Killer himself.
That Killer is terrible to us.
I appreciate y'all. For me, I kind of like snuck on this project, so I kind of like muscle my way in, kind of like, and I'm glad I got on there. I'm thankful. I like the project, and I take y'all opinions, and we can use them and apply them to make the projects better. But I think we all, like me, if you listen to me, I don't give a fuck, like about nobody's opinions and shit, because I got a lot going on. I'm doing the best I can, and I'm having fun. So, you know what I'm saying? Catch me live, yo. Diss me live on the mic. See what happened, yo. Like, so, I keep that hip hop energy. And y'all are, I appreciate y'all. I really do.
Well, I thought we talked, and I thought it would be a disservice if we just come on here just, it's great. Now, if we felt that, we would say that.
Yeah.
But I think tell the truth. Yeah, that's all. At the end of the day, whether it's whether the truth is received or not, it's my words. I'll speak for myself. My words were my absolute feelings, no cut on it whatsoever. And I mean that I would listen to it again. Do I think it could be better? Yes, but it could be a lot worse.
Yeah,
I could have tuned out after them 3 records. Like, I can't do it. Yeah, and that it happens all the time because we listen to a lot of music. And I could miss out. Like, if I'd not been on here with you and just listened to the first 3 records, I'd be like, I'll just wait. You know what I'm saying? But to have the conversation, and this is a luxury. Not everybody gets to talk to the artist when they're listening to their music or their art or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you take it for what it is. Solid grade from all 3 of us, including Killer. But that's just our tweaks. What's that?
You're not expected, so
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, like, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I do too. Absolutely.
Yeah, I really appreciate the way you guys came on tonight, man. Like this, I forgot how the Digest gets down. Like, it was great to see y'all live and do what y'all do, man. Like I love honesty, like straight up 100% honesty when it comes to music, because it creates the conversation for me. Like the fellas say, I don't care. I don't take your opinion as something that is gonna hurt me. Yeah. It's only something that's gonna help me create a bridge and understand a different type of listener, and whether I want to do something to serve this type of listener or if this is the type of listener I need to keep putting my music in front of. If not, there's no hard feelings. I mean, we create this in Grayskull for the love of the art and for, the purpose of getting some shit off our chests, man.
That's it.
So
It was done.
people that we love and respect that can give our feedback and opinion, man, it's just creating a conversation and engagement. It's part of that community thing that really makes this matter to me, man. I make hip hop and put it out for the sake of creating relationships. That's how I socialize. So
and this whole thing was all from a place of love. There's no malice here.
Exactly.
Malice in the clips. No, there was no malice in our hearts behind what we were saying. We're just saying it just as something so you could tweak it, maybe, or say fuck it. I don't care what y'all niggas is talking about. We're gonna do how we do it. And I could take that either way. Yeah. But I'm just saying that everything we were saying was just coming from a place of love, so don't take none of this shit personal at all. So, and said, I seen the beat in, y'all niggas say that shit's trash. Tell me that shit trash. Don't tell me that y'all like that shit. Say that shit trash, B. Start over.
That's real. I as much as I get a reputation for, what I'm saying, being what do you call that? A Grinch.
A Grimace Grinch,
yes. My nigga.
You've earned it.
I was pre-game show very I was concerned about, well, if I have to give this a bad grade, not really wanting to do it. You know what I'm saying? I was honestly concerned about that.
Don't do I understand that. I'm glad you didn't. I appreciate you.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, I was honestly concerned.
Don't do that.
I had to remind him of our mantra: no fronting allowed. No matter who it is, no matter who it is, you ask us to listen, you're gonna get our honest opinion.
And if I could comment for a second, I would just say, like, one of my first memories, like, we sent something to y'all, and it got a very honest piece of feedback. And I remember my goal from that point on was to make something that kind of moved it. Even Irv, I remember I sent you something off on the side one day. He was like, yeah, it's hip hop. I was like, oh shit. All right, I feel you, dog. But my point is simply like, I don't expect anything other than honesty from y'all. And I never said this to you, Killer, but you asked me for something I did one time, Killer. I did a happy dance in my room, fam. Like, I was like, oh shit. Like, because but the thing, like, to me is I would rather know what the target is and then try to hit it, right? To me, that's the spirit of the competition. And I may or may not ever hit it, right? But as people with opinions that I respect, I would want what I do to be something that you understood and enjoyed. So, it's like, I think your feedback is extremely valuable, even when it's kind of hard to swallow. So, I hear where you was coming from, Killer, but I think, speaking personally, I wouldn't expect anything less from y'all, because that's the bar y'all set.
Yeah. Plus, we owe you one anyway, nigga. We fucked your shit up on that 500 mixtape. We sped your shit up 100 miles an hour and shit.
That's all right. That's cool.
Shit, that's why I got my lumps from them too, because I tried to submit for that mixtape and I didn't even make the cuts. So trust me, I know how hard it can be.
There was more votes than just us than that, though, brother. That was more than just
what
us.
I'm saying is I appreciate it because y'all put me on a path to say, okay, I'm gonna make sure I put some shit in front of these motherfuckers that they're gonna play. And I remember when we were doing Serve 'em Up not Serve 'em Up Saturdays, before it was Snare Slap Saturdays. I remember I played y'all the Fly Paper beat. And I remember y'all fuck with that. I was like, oh shit, okay, I got something if they all fuck with that. So that single actually came out this year, finally, 5 years later, after playing that on the digest thread. And Kurt G just remixed it and killed it too. I mean, he gave us a house smooth
smooth groove to it.
And see, that's part of the
I appreciate the feedback. I never took it personally, never got upset by it. It's just like, okay, this just means I got work to do, but at least I have somewhere I can bring it and show it to people who love the craft and whose opinions I trust.
And that's the thing, like, somebody could be like, yeah, I don't fuck with that. I'm like, it wasn't really for you anyway. So, like, that might be a compliment. But then there's other people where you're like, yo, all right, I know what this is. So I want to play in that lane, even though everything may not land there. Like, it's kind of that nod of the cap, right? The respect of your peers.
Well, we want y'all to be successful for real, like for
real.
You know what I'm saying?
Real.
So that's why.
So much so that I could be dead ass honest. I was not playing your music at the end of those. Even the shit that I was feeling was because I didn't want it to seem like it was. Oh, you know these niggas, so you're playing their shit. So I'm like, nah, I'm not trying to have no payola looking type shit going on. So I wasn't playing at the end of the show because of that. Even though I probably should have, now that Spotify done kicked us to the curb, so I probably should have just been plugging y'all shit over and over again.
Oh, well, we still got time. We're still here.
Right. But,
you know what I'm saying?
but no matter what, since we can't play music at the end of the show, I know we can play y'all shit. So you're good.
Anytime. And if y'all want exclusive shit, anything, we'd be happy to send it to y'all, man.
Well, the next
real,
show,
like,
don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, because like we're not really serious about podcasting like that, but you guys, I look at what y'all do, and you guys doing an excellent job creating community and just getting feedback and input. So I would love to get more feedback and input from the Digest community. So we'll always send y'all something. You guys are always welcome to GRYSKL and play GRYSKL, and we are always going to be appreciative of anything that you do. Every time you say our name, man, you don't know what it means to me, man. So I'm just grateful for y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
It's a special thing, and you normally say it all the time, how this all came together, and it's as sitting up here like a big brother watching y'all do your thing. I have got to do all I can to steer you towards the level of hip hop that we hold ourselves to, even in this hip hop talk. You know what I'm saying? Because there could be people that turn us on and listen for a 30-second smell test and get us up out of there. These old niggas, they don't know what they're talking about, because we don't talk about the everyday music that's being played out here in these streets, on these streams, right? So we take it very seriously, and we expect for people to give us the same feedback, hold us to the same fire that we hold ourselves to. So we have no choice but to do it. And me and Kurt, we clown and kill it, but we do the same thing. You have no idea the arguments that take place sometimes on the show, sometimes before, and sometimes after.
We are three very different people.
Yes, we are. But we all come from the same love of this music. I can't tell you the exact time, the exact date that we decided to talk about and do this. It all goes back to the DJ and stuff. Kurt and Killer were DJing in the hometown for a while. Then when I met Killer reacquainted with Killer in DC, it just went. We just connected. And it's a beautiful thing to see each one of you guys' faces on here doing what you're doing. And it's all respect.
No doubt. Hey, I want to borrow the GRYSKL podcast to take care of some Digest business.
Oh, well, we have taken over, so.
Oh, shit.
We're here.
Can we take care of a little business? Oh,
why are you asking? That's a takeover.
Wait, don't even ask, niggas.
Yeah, you ain't got. What are you asking?
Your damn heart, niggas. Let that shit fly.
All right, so on the last Digest show, it's good. So all the Digest listeners are gonna have to jump on the GRYSKL to get the exclusive. I predicted when we reviewed the clips that Swerve would not like it. And so he says that he gonna answer on this show, which is fine. But I just thought, no, Irv, he is not gonna like it. And we sitting up here hooting and hollering about it, but he gonna throw water on it. Swerving, what's good? You say, sir?
I say, and you say, New York City, you're wrong.
Oh, damn.
You're wrong. I'm gonna say that first. There's a small. I'm gonna stick to my guns.
Oh,
as they stuck to their drugs. I'm gonna stick to it. And I heard you. I listened to the show to make sure, because Kurt threw me a little bone. I get run over a little bit. I was ready.
I did try to give you a little warning.
You gave me a little warning, but I didn't get run over. He tapped me because I stand 100 on that, because we have always said it, and I'm not giving passes. Once you get to a certain age point, if you're still metaphorically, even if you're bringing the drug game, the pimp game, or any of that other street shit, it's like, it's time to not do that. However, they did it at a fucking high level, B. And I cannot front the production, the raps, it's a good ass album. All right. So you're wrong that I'm not gonna like it, but I'm just not gonna give a pass on the subject matter. I need to hear something different. Like, what are we gonna do? One of them's in their 40s and one of them's in their 50s, right?
Yeah.
So how much longer are we gonna be selling that white? How much longer are we gonna be doing all of that?
And until the casket drop, nigga.
I guess so. I
Man,
guess so.
let me ask y'all something then, because you saying the same things that I felt about just the whole that situation, and I feel that way about like certain artists. But like, how do you feel about that? Like, why do they do that? Like, you could be a dope rapper and you don't have to lie to me. You weren't dealing with Escobar, man. You weren't in Virginia. You was doing that in Virginia, man. Like, why are you rapping? Why are you rapping? Just go live in Ibiza and go somewhere. Like,
tell me about that.
That's the stuff. It drives me crazy. Like, people believe this. Y'all believe this?
It is encompassed for people to, especially people our age. Okay, nobody who's 45 and up is listening to anybody's rap record with 100% believability. Unless the record is sort of like the first record of their album, just using that as an example.
But
talking about the death of their parents, I think those who have lost parents, those who are going through some things, can relate to that record in a deep way. If you were not on the street, or you don't have friends who are going to jail, now the drug shit is just drug slick talking. I want to say this. There's just a quick story. The MC that I talked to, a kid at work who rewrites his rhymes, he said he gives it Mary Had a Little Lamb test.
Damn.
It's like, how many ways can you say Mary had a little lamb whose something as white as snow? He comes back to me and he's like, well, then you could say, Mary had the lamb chops and was selling yayo. I mean, it's the same thing. Or you can run it the opposite way. You know what I'm saying? How many ways can you say Mary had a little lamb whose, sheep is white as snow? How many ways can you say that? That's how I see that drug rap game. Guys be telling all kinds of fairy tales on that joint, and that's exactly what it is. It's a fairy tale. It doesn't matter. Gangs. I don't care who it is. Snoop, every last one of them. All this banging, all this.
Well, don't you feel bad after a certain point? Like, don't you feel like, man, my music is influencing people? It's causing crimes. People are doing dumb shit listening to my music. Maybe I should switch it up. Like,
all right, now B. Dolores Tucker, don't do it. I ain't gonna call you C. Dolores, but you have to put some of that on the listener. Yeah. People don't watch a movie, a horror film, and then go kill 27 people.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying I guess I'm really speaking to the Black community, and I hate to be that way, but I guess I am. And I'm like, after a certain age, I just feel like it depresses me that as a community, we don't mature properly. Like, that's why I do feel like GRYSKL is so necessary, because we can show some type of emotional intelligence. We can be an example that there are things to talk about after, bravado, beyond bravado and beyond toughness and beyond, masculinity. It can be something else. And I don't know, like, it's just interesting to me that kind of stuff still goes on for older MC.
But the thing is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's what's going on. They're known for that now. And that's their little slice of the pie. And they do it very well. And yeah, they probably were really doing this shit in Virginia. Now, I don't know the Escobar level, like you said, but they probably were dealing and doing whatever he was doing down there. And they keep talking about it, but that's what they got known for. And Now, if they talk about something different, is it really gonna reach the people the way that this stuff reaches people? Because this album here, shit, every damn where. You couldn't get away from this damn album.
Well,
Now-
with that said, please let me get in because
All right, go ahead.
now I'm going to throw a Scud missile over there, and I say Scud because it might not be effective, but I'm
I
gonna
hope
throw
it's
it
the
out there
same
anyway. The movie Sinners in our community is like it's the fucking greatest movie ever fucking made, when in fact it's a good horror movie, right? I feel the same way about the clips. The hip hop community is acting like this is the fucking greatest record ever made.
Here we go.
And here I am. I'm not, I don't feel like it's like, I don't even know if I would say it's their best work. I'd have to listen to a couple things again. But it's like, we need to Zoe's comment, we need to hold ourselves to a higher standard. And not just say, just because it's the clips and they haven't made nothing in a while and Malice is back and all this kind of stuff. It's a good album. But is it the best shit out right now?
I think what happened is the fact that this album is something you haven't heard on that big level, on a commercial level like this in a while. This used to be regular fare when hip hop was getting regular radio play.
But
In a regular rotation. And what it is, you haven't heard this for a while. So it got old head niggas like us out the woodworks because we're so tired of hearing the same old bullshit over and over and over. We finally heard something that we can attach ourselves to. And like, oh, even though it ain't completely positive, it's a little negative and some shit that at our age we should be like, man, them niggas need to move on. But it's like, oh, we got.
I did want him to smash Jim Jones though.
This dude. Hey,
but can we be fair though? I mean, on this though, can we be honest about an unfair advantage that's at play here? I mean, these dudes did something that's not they did something that's also not done anymore nowadays. They did a press run with this. They did a full press run. And they've done months of press runs. So some of these opinions on this album, I feel like, are kind of weighted on popularity and on notoriety. Like this album, I listened to it and there's definitely some heat on it. But like Irv said, it's not the best Clips album. And to be honest, I heard a lot of Kanye influence in Pharrell's production. That made me feel a little funny. There are a lot of things, there are a lot of holes you can poke in this album if you really take the time. But I think it's getting a whole lot more love and sheen because of the press run and how well they're doing in the press. And even to Kareem, your point, Zoe, your point about why they're still doing coke rap, as I'm hearing the genres called now, or subgenre called, whatever. And I heard Push or Malice answer that, and they said, well, Scorsese makes a certain type of film, and he's known for this type of film. So we're going to continue making our Scorsese films, or our horror. We're going to keep speaking in our genre. And hearing it said like that, I was like, okay.
Ain't none of this shit real.
I can't take that away. But yeah, but to be claiming, and let me not say claiming because that's going to come across wrong, pardon that. But to be saying, yo, I everything I spit is my real life or real life in your interviews, but then to still be talking about that, knowing that that's a different life, though it feels contradictory to me, and it feels weird. And I feel like those things aren't being questioned when it comes to this album. And I don't feel like even the journalists that are reviewing or getting this album, I don't hear anybody speaking critically about the albums. I don't hear anybody going one-on-one in the songs. I haven't heard anybody say a negative thing about any song on the project, to be honest. So I feel like I'm waiting to hear people give like the critical reviews.
I don't think you will at this point. I say it's like Sinners, the movie. It's everything you hear is like, oh, great. I didn't even watch that movie for a month or so.
We just watched it last week.
Waited for all that to die down, right? And I didn't listen to the clips until I knew we were going to do it on the show. And I liked it. I like it, but I also have a higher thinking when it comes to that kind of stuff. For instance, y'all probably know I was not a Jay-Z fan at all. I didn't dislike him. I just was not a fan. But then he made that 444 album. And I was like, yo, that's what I'm talking about. Some grown man shit, real life shit that is real life that he was talking about on there outside of you passed the drug game, B. You not on no corners nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that the clips or pushing them ain't in the streets, not being criminals, but I'm just saying being able to be in the streets, but at the same time, like you said, you pushing weight? But again, it's like I keep going back and forth because it's just art at the end of the day.
That's it.
We know it's just art, but lift it up. Lift it up some. Lift it up. Tell me about that trip to Ibiza, like you said. Tell me about that trip, some shit that happened in Florida when you saw some shit or something. You know what I mean? Because I'll still like it if you word it right.
Yeah, that's my point. Just I don't know, be a little clever, like do something different. I don't know, like I guess I'm hard on them.
And they did it on the opening track. They proved they could do it with the opening track about their parents. That was incredible. That was a monumental piece of work right there. That's
I was going to say, Shy, you kind of took me to where I was like, I might be wrong, and then like, nope, I was right. Just last week in the 3 songs you played.
That's good.
I think I said, I'm
I
like,
messed up
yo.
on the 3rd song.
But even the second one, I'm like, all right, I see where this feels like it's going, but maybe I'm wrong. And then I'm like, yep, it is what I thought it was. They are who we thought they are, and we let them off the hook. But
crown their asses.
You know, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, it's like I have zero intentions of listening to the whole project simply because they've never been my cup of tea.
Yeah, me either. Yeah,
you know what I mean. So,
but you know what I think what it really is, and this is kind of like what I heard Killer say on the episode that dropped earlier about getting the memo, older rappers getting the memo. Basically what it is they stayed in their lane, and I don't know if they should have got as big as a fanfare as they gotten, but still they stayed in their lane, and that's what that seems to be the bug that's going around. Because what I never understood was how could we have, like you say, older cats like Earth, Wind, and Fire or whoever still out here touring and shit and just doing it, and here we are fucking twiddling our thumbs and
Different genre though, brother.
yeah, but
Different genre.
trying to, like you say, out here trying to play kickity kickball with these fucking kids and shit, and it's like you got a lane. You got a lane. So everybody lost and talk about you ain't got no audience. Your audience been there. You got a lane. Just do what the fuck you do. So they've done that, whether you like the coke rap or not, because I'm another person that I don't really fuck around with the coke rap, at least not no more. I got old shit that I don't even go back and listen to because of that. Like you said, because I'm just a grown ass man now, but still. They stand in their lane. You got like Common Pete in their lane. You got Lords of the Underground stand in their lane. Onyx, even though a lot of people don't like Onyx lane, they still in their damn lane.
That's true. They're in their lane, but you know I had comments about that too, though.
I laugh at Fredro. Come on, man, stop.
So I have to say, I think it's this is where I put the responsibility.
But yeah,
individual. I put the responsibility because this world that we in, it's always going to be more accepting of things that are, let's just say, dark. Okay, and those of us, if you a GRYSKL and you want to come at a higher spiritual level, I mean that's commendable, but that's something that happens on an individual level. Unfortunately, yeah, the clips are. I think they getting, and it's been stated. I think the clips are getting what they deserve because they did what artists don't. You know, you take a lot of artists out there, they just put the joint out on streaming platforms and just like, hey, yo, I made an announcement on social media. You know, listen, they didn't do it that way. But spiritually, it's individual. Spiritually, you are not a coke rap person. You can state that bluntly. Nah, it's the coke raps. I don't do it. I won't do it. You know, that's fine. But in order for our community to, I would say, progress, it's always going to be done on an individual level. I think young boys who in every city in the USA who are running around killing each other, the clips got anything to do with that? Probably not. They got their own generational curse that they carry, and maybe that they did inherit it from us individuals And movements like GRYSKL, I really respect the movement, can be a solution to that. So that's my 2 cents on it.
That's peace.
So, but you're still wrong. I liked it. I'm glad you didn't bet your life on it.
Well, I'd have lost money because I'd have bet that you was gonna come in and gun it.
No. They did a good job at what they do. I cannot deny that at all. I got higher hopes. That's all.
Yeah, what you get hoping for niggas like that is a wasted hope.
I know.
They just do what they do. Like Bear said, they stay in their lane, so they're gonna keep staying in their lane and doing what they do.
And especially after getting the accolades that they're getting, why change?
True.
And they deserve it too. I mean, they've been here long enough, and Push has been doing a lot
for sure.
Just in the industry in general and taking care of artists. Like he's been doing great at building relationships and really trying to take care of other artists too, man. So he deserves the win for sure.
I think dealing with the whole Griselda era, I don't know if it's over or not. I don't know, but dealing with the whole Griselda era was a lot. So maybe my expectation was absolutely wrong to expect that. Them to do something different. But again, end of the day, I'll be listening to it again. So there's that.
That's dope, man.
So I think we did our job here tonight. We came in, took over, did a little bit of reviewing, did a little bit of hip-hop digesting. Is there anything else anybody wants to add, or have we found the limit?
I just want to say I appreciate y'all rocking with us, and like when I do my project, I want y'all to critique it as well, and then let me know what's up. But I'm gonna let y'all do it before I put it out.
We're but 3 opinions.
I'm serious, yo. And I
feel you, bro. But
I just want to, because I do want to make a quality product. Like y'all's, like I take opinions. I know how to take your opinion and make a better product. If it can help me, I want to receive it. So, yeah.
I feel you on that. But I feel like bad about the fact that we giving our honest opinion, but it's just our opinion.
Yeah.
We could be dead ass wrong with what we're saying, and your shit could be right.
Bro, I don't take y'all opinion as the end all be all. But I would like to hear it because, like she said, like y'all are hip hop heads, so I do have a level of respect. So it's just something to consider. Like that's all. I would like to hear your opinion. I'm not soft. I'm not soft.
You ask for it, you go get it.
That's what's up, man.
We still friends, man. Sticks and stones, man. Sticks and stones.
He said it's all in love.
It's all love. You know that for real.
Now, what happens if you send it and then you don't get a reply? Then
that hurts.
Damn,
that
that's
hurts.
fucked up.
That hurts.
Sending it, I never got it.
No, we wouldn't do you like that. We wouldn't do you like that. All fun.
I definitely appreciate y'all though. That was dope. So yeah.
We appreciate it.
Word.
We appreciate it. Thank you to the entire GRYSKL community. Thank you to the Hip Hop Digest community. Love, respect, and peace, brothers.
Peace.
Good to see y'all, man.
Peace.
All right.
Pleasure.